Hello everybody, we're back, giving you my views on some recent happenings on this mad wee rock that we inhabit. No foreplay today, I'm afraid. We're going to jump right into the thick of it. The Salmond Inquiry. Alex Salmond, former Scottish First Minister and leader of the SNP, had sexual harassment complaints levelled at him in 2018, which led him to resign from the SNP. The Scottish Government then investigated the allegations. Last year, Salmond was acquitted of all charges. Salmond has since accused the SNP of plotting to remove him from public and send him to prison. A judicial review followed, which Salmond won, costing the taxpayers £600,000. Nicola Sturgeon, the current Scottish First Minister and leader of the SNP, has since acknowledged that the government made a catastrophic error and that 2 women were failed and taxpayers' money was wasted. Let me break this all down. Alex Salmond, a man, is accused of being a pervy bastard. Everyone blames Nicola Sturgeon, a woman. Salmond's judicial appeal is him stating essentially that they didn't complain properly about his non-safe fuckery, or they didn't complain about it in the right way. Yet, everyone is calling for Nicola Sturgeon to resign. This inquiry is so farcical. It's so comparable to the Trump and Hillary debacle in 2016. Oh my god, she misled the parliament. But Salmond can still go away beasting people. But what about the emails? The Donald can grab whatever pussy he wants. The trend here is weak, pathetic men look up to these fucking cunts because they themselves are weak, pathetic men who put up a facade of strength and alpha masculinity. Does a woman in power threaten you? Salmond's political career is obviously finished, but it seems he's now trying to take Sturgeon down with him as the opposition leaders cackle like a pack of hyenas. Let's take another angle at this. We've determined that Salmond has behaved particularly badly to women, and loads of allegations have been made in the past. It became clear during the process of the police and the Crown collating all the evidence that there wasn't enough there to convict him. There was also some minor and boring procedural issues which meant the government's position was unlawful. Now, instead of taking their legal advice to give up the case and review it, the government carried on. And it seems to me that some civil servants and leading members of the SNP, not ministers, out of desperation tried to throw a Hail Mary and shore up the case with what now appear to be illegal means. This is where the allegations of conspiracy come in. It completely overshadows the actual issue at hand, which is that Alex Salmond is a dirty, non-day bastard whose treatment of women was appalling, and those women who put complaints in against him need some form of closure from his behaviour. Now, all opposition to Nicola Sturgeon and the SNP are going to pick up this and use it as a weapon against them and try and suck her in. It's still not quite clear if Sturgeon actually had important information, but saying she's the mastermind of a conspiracy is so fucking dumb. Even Salmond has stated that he's got no evidence that she was involved, and he's not even directly accusing her. There are so many small minor details that are being overlooked in this multifaceted inquiry in regards to the outcome, finding the truth. In the end, it doesn't look good for either Salmond or Sturgeon, but ask yourself this question: would you be comfortable either voting for a party whose leader has been accused of sexual harassment, or a leader who may or may not be misleading the parliament? I'll let you into a wee secret: all politicians are misleading, and I'd sooner vote Tory than a fucking predator. But what's the difference? Right, let's move on. Chancellor of the Exchequer and influencer extraordinaire Rishi Sunak has released the 2021 budget, and in a U-turn that came to the surprise of absolutely fucking no one, announced the highest tax increases in 28 years. This budget completely reverses all the tax cuts from the previous Tory governments and is even rougher than Dode Osborne's austerity package in 2010. Apparently the tough action's been put in place to reduce government borrowing. Now, why did they have to borrow money in the first place? Oh aye, that's right, because they spent too much money on things like painting a Union Jack on a plane and injecting town funds into Tory constituencies. So they go away and they borrow money from the bank. Whose money do you think that is? Oh aye, our money. So they're borrowing our money to replace our money. And they still don't want to feed school children. Who voted for these fucking cretins, honestly? This is life in Brexit Britain. Higher taxes, more expensive products, political isolation, international condemnation, restrictions of movement, and a massive fucking bill. Not to mention the acceleration of the UK dissolution. But at least there's billions going into warships and bananas. Fucking unreal. Unreal. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. Fuck me, man. Honestly, false COVID-19 information led a mother and her 4 children to drink urine for 4 days. The woman was apparently convinced by a close friend who was also a source of all pandemic news. I know who my guess is. Poor kids, man. When they go back to school next week, they're going to be labelled as the kids that drank their own piss, and that's going to stick with them all the way through primary school, all the way through high school, and then probably into adult life. Oh man, that is rough. I'd leave the country if it wasn't so fucking difficult right now. A man found naked in a car park said he was on his way to buy wet wipes and he got lost. The man was fined £200 after he was found in his Mazda in a closed car park on what he said was an essential trip to go buy wet wipes. In other words, he was caught fucking wanking in a car park. That's what it was! The police said they found wet wipes and other soiled items nearby. I'll tell you why, because he was on a jerk-off jamboree. I honestly never thought about how the lockdown would affect like doggers and other kinky motherfuckers, but fuck, it must be rough. Like, it must be so fucking hard for these folks sitting inside just going stir crazy. Their palms are hairy as fuck, you know, like someone's gonna get hurt if I don't get to go out into a field and pound my pud. Fuck's sake, man. And finally, now this story is so fucking mental, I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't speak about it. An Edinburgh woman has bitten off a man's tongue in a street brawl.
But wait! There's more!
Then a seagull swooped down and ate it. I shouldn't laugh, like that's GBH. Now apparently the pair were complete strangers and then they had an argument in the street. The man approached the woman with a clenched fist and the woman responded to that by pushing him in the chest and then lunging in for a kiss. Now as they locked lips, she chomped down on his taste buds before spitting it out into the street. That is some fucked up Hannibal Lecter shit. I hope she at least like turned round like all seductively, you know, like blood coming out her mouth, it's kind of oddly sexy. She just turns around and just looks him in the eye, you know. What's the matter, tiger? Cat got your tongue? This incident happened on Leith Walk, because of course it did. Could always be worse though, it could have been a John Wayne Bobbitt scenario, you know. Imagine getting your cock cut off and then a seagull swooping down and devour it in front of you. Fuck that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe down below. I plan on doing a video like this maybe like once every 2 weeks. It could be once a month, I don't know. It was Cuss of the Commentator last time when I said it'd be 2 to 3 videos a week, and now it's like nearly 2 months later and here we are. But hey ho. And of course I'm still going to do loads of Gav Plays videos as well. They're going to be uploaded pretty frequently. They're not too difficult to throw together. So I did, however, last Friday manage to trip over my coffee table when I was steaming drunk and I sprained my thumb. It was a fucking beauty, but it's on the mend. Yeah, so we'll play through some more Resident Evil pretty soon, I'd say. I'm back and I'm motivated. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and stay safe out there, you big bunch of fucking legends.